We have another LED. This one's from Fly High LEDs, LED strips. What's special about them?
So he actually worked to get these made. He worked to get these produced because he was having trouble finding ones that worked for this exact case. And so these are 6S LEDs. So the big problem with LEDs, right, is you got to run them off.
You got a freaking voltage regulator.
Whatever voltage regulator, right? So he was able to source and locate 4mm LED strips. You just cut them, where you need to cut them every 5 centimeters, and you get 6S voltage. So they light up at 15 volt. They get extremely bright at 20 volt and can go all the way up to full 6S voltage.
And here we've got one for 12 volts for if you're running 3S or 4S. This is I didn't realize how important this is, because LEDs.
Very cool.
You usually pay more than it feels like you ought to for a little PCB with some little LEDs on it, and then you got to get a gosh darn voltage regulator because they pull too much current from what you can. And I've always thought, why can't I just run them off of VBAT? But you never can.
Yep.
And now we've got these strips. They're flexible. Yeah. They're flexible physically and in terms of how you can mount them. Just cut them to length, solder them up, bing, bang, bong, good to go.
And a meter is $8. So super hard to beat the price.
Now they're not programmable, are they? They're fixed
they
color.
are just through, basically just through Betaflight and stuff. I think you still can program them, right?
I don't know. The color here, it seems like if you're making me order them by picking a color, then they're only a single color LED.
So there's a separate, so he does have a separate SKU. He did build RGB
here's the
LED
RGB.
strips.
Here's the RGB. I see.
Yeah, he built strip versions of them if you need them. So
I see. So here's the programmable version. 1 strip plus 1 chip. Okay, but still the same deal. 6S rated.
Yeah, it's an adjustable chip for Betaflight to control the color, and they come in half-meter segments. So a little more expensive, but you get the chip to control, and you get RGB for full control. So
all right. Well, I think this is really, really exciting and going to keep people's builds a little simpler and maybe a little more robust. Very, very cool. Thank you, Fly High FPV. While we're at Fly High FPV website, I would also like to point out that they sell the Joshua Bardwell "You're Gonna Burn Something Today" shirt. I would like to say I did not. I officially endorse this shirt. I don't normally lean into the stoner side of FPV. So if anybody out there is shocked that I would do such a thing, I didn't. But since he did it, I absolutely approve of it, and I think it's hilarious. And if you want to pick one up, you can. I don't get anything for this. It's just funny.